charismatic way for you to be entertained in the truth of it. So you don't get bored out and think we just trying to talk y'all to death, man. I don't care. You think I'm trying to talk you to death, then you suffer in your rebellion because you disbelieve. That what we telling you about Black Lives Matter is the damn truth, all right? Now, when you're punky, you're resembling a punk and being soft and rooted in being a punk. They folks start this way in their origin of the third thought process of a punk, according to their origin, and in the first use of it, it was first used in 1872. Okay, these people were around, all right? They were the founding fathers. When the hell was the Declaration of Independence signed? Come on now. Since you want to believe them, I'm using a weapon against them. They damn dictionary, which is the father of all their words, okay, and meanings of their thought process. You've been reading it as thinking that you just been looking up the definitions. No, man, these are these ciphers, rulers, kings, emperors of that time of wickedness, slave masters, Ku Klux Klan members, a whole synagogue of Satan in them who thought this crap up. Okay?
English ain't our original language.
All right? Hell, English ain't even their original language. It's Yiddish, according to the minister.
English ain't a language at all. It's a bastard language.
Right. The minister said in the time of what must be done, they spoke Yiddish, which is a dialect of German. Okay? I'm sorry. And damn it, there are any Caucasian listeners listening, you know that you don't hate black people, and you know you get down with them, and you know our struggle, and you try to help them. It is written that some of you will be saved. So if you are like that and you don't know why, and some of your people are, you know, in the characteristics that we're talking about, then please don't be offended. Glorify that God letting you know that you on the right path. This ain't racism. This is anti-terrorist in America. Because they are the terrorists. Look what else they said in punky. In their second definition of the adjective. It's resembling or typical of a punk. What is punky? You know when our brothers walk around, girl, that ain't you. Didn't one of these definitions tell you that ain't, you know, it's something that, you know, you ain't. Okay? And I got to go to something else, man. Like I said, he gave me a couple of them to share with you, brothers and sisters, man. And I want to give you the definition to clear. He just made me stumble on that. Because I want you to understand clearly what me and my wife is pointing out to you. The definition of clear is an adjective, and it means very obvious. You know damn well what we talking about is obvious. Not causing or allowing doubt. It ain't no doubt in it. Homosexuality is prevalent. It's been agreed upon, as the scriptures foretold. As it was then, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. You don't have to believe his words. It also means easily understood, and that's exactly the purpose of my character and my duty from Allah that I believe is to stress the definitions to you, and so that you become more aware and more attentive to using it when you in meetings. I don't give a damn if you in an interview and they use a big fancy word. Excuse me, hold on 1 second. You type that damn word he used in. And what was the word you said? Ratchet. You know, whatever. Well, that's interesting, because if you, you do mean what you just said, right? Yes. Well, according to the definition of what you said, you meant this, and I don't approve of that. And then you push it in their face so they can see what they said to you. Okay? They taught you to only believe in the word that you hear. All right, brothers and sisters? I damn sure hope y'all riding with me. 'Cause I'm sure trying to keep you, posted on this wisdom from Allah that he blessed me to stumble across, as I said, man, to share with you, man, for real. And like I said, I got another definition that he wanted me also to stress out to you, brothers and sisters. And I gotta also, go to queer as my wife told me to. I'm sorry about that, my queen. It was just, that really, touched me, and I really hope that Allah would allow me to let y'all hear this really quick, because like I said, I forgot I was tuned in on the mic too when my wife was speaking, but I hope it'll let y'all hear this, because my wife wanted me to point this out, because this is the definition of the people who found these three women, that including from my brother's Prince Muhammad research as well. It's from also a white man, I'm not sure of his name, who founded it. She said Mr. Sorrow. My wife probably would come across that. Who it's funded by. So obviously he's a punk. I'm sorry, no disrespect, because if you want to get mad and act like you would try to bring allegations of any type of way, your website bear witness, and we screenshotted it. Okay? And we've sent it to other people, so that in case if you decide to get angry, I was already on that. Okay? Study the operation of the white man, for he make no excuses for what he do. And this is not racism, man. Homosexuality is in the black, white, Latino, European, the Indies. It's all because they made it all over the world, because they know it go against the law of God. All right? And like I said, I ain't trying to make it churchy. I'm just trying to show you how it's bearing witness to scripture in modern time, because that's the way you're going to have to understand the scriptures. You have to read it for now. Everything from Moses and Jesus was talking about now. They know that. Your preachers, the ones who know they wicked and stand away from revelations, knows this. And this is why Allah said He's going to judge the churches. Damn it. If you're a church-going person, you know your book, you know what your brother just said. It's not a lie. Now, like I said, I hope it lets you hear it. Novice. It was also originated out of the word punk. And it's a noun, and it's a person who has just started learning something. A new member of a religious group who is preparing to become a nun or a punk. All right? A queer or a punk. But they put a nun or a monk. So in reality, nuns in the Catholic Church and the monks in these Catholic churches are queers and punks. Why the hell you think they get acquitted when they molest children in the Vatican? Oh man. They telling on themselves. But Allah is blessing me to point it out. I don't care who. Look, man. He is. Now look. A full definition of it is a person admitted to probationary membership in a religious community. No. In a homosexual, religious, satanic community. All right? You are setting yourself up as a beginner to be RIDF chipped. Or a tyro. What is this? I hope I said that right.
Tyro.
A tyro is a noun, and it's a person who has just started learning or doing something also, and it's also beginner too. Okay? So you're a tyro when you just fresh to start jumping off the porch to be a homosexual. Right? You're a person who just started thinking you doing the right thing by choosing that type of lifestyle. Like I said, I ain't judging you. This Allah pointing out why you shouldn't want to consider doing it. because they letting you know that it's been a satanic religious group who has been promoting this. And don't act like what I'm saying is unreal. You need to look up on the top of the Vatican walls and look at all the orgies going on in the Vatican chapel. What the hell? If they supposed to be worshiping Allah or God? No. They're worshiping homosexuality from the goddess Isis and so forth and so on. Caduceus. And Caduceus is prevalent today, and he is the symbol on the ambulance. And he is the God that is aiding, Mrs. Isis and Satan and all of those.
Yeah, the new sex train.
To help to make our black lives smarter to take. Through causing us the struggle. And breaking up and dismantling the home, as this Black Lives Matter agenda so rightfully think is necessary to promote and engineer homosexuality. There should be a lawsuit for that, as my wife said. That is discrimination and defamation of character, is what it is.
They're using straight black men who were supposed to be our husbands, putting them out on the front lines for the protest, putting the ones that, the strong black men out on the front lines so that they can be killed off if just in case anything happens, so this can aid their agenda.
Now look, most people know when you first be a beginner or a tyro, as Merriam-Webster said, of this nature or characteristic. Is not a nature, that's a characteristic. It's the owner's nature who founded it, who made it prevalent. Hollywood made it prevalent to do so. When you are coming out of the closet, and they used R. Kelly to help you out too. Remember what I told you? Punk rock. Coming out the closet, you remember that song? There's a couple of parts to it. See, he wanted to make it fair seeming, so they used R. Kelly to kind of spice it up and make it look hippity hop like, but it was really punkity rock. For you to go ahead and, what right man would have stayed in there the moment he found out that the other man was a punk? He wouldn't have cared about nothing they was talking about, especially if he had the gun. Why would you stand there and listen to it out? Okay, if you got a wife, you don't have to give a damn about that. You see how what I'm showing you? Because you're a punk too. Like my wife just said, and damn it if you couldn't see what it's telling you. What God just blessed me to point out in that scenario, if you flashing back with me on how it was playing out. All of them in the room like that. Now look what Merriam-Webster let you know. When you so-called first not coming out of the closet, when you're a beginner and you ain't really came out yet, you live alone. Where? In your mindset. Because you don't know how nobody gonna take you. But in Merriam-Webster's example, they put live alone in a rec room in a rundown hotel. What? Your soul run down. Your mind is run down. Because you probably suffer from this disease and this wicked agenda that they prevalently put out there because they know you won't take time out the research. I'm not saying to everybody, brothers and sisters. And I ain't trying to bore y'all out, man. But you know the old maxim. If you don't want a black man to know something, put it in a book.
What is someone you got to read?
Right. So if you caught up on punk rock or so-called rap music today, you're not going to be caring about reading the reality of what a punk rock is. You're not going to be caring about reading the definition of what a punk is. And you also weren't going to take time out to go read the website for what Black Lives really, Matter really means. Yes, ma'am.
Because a lot of folks don't get like Facebook.